everybody, it's Jenny, and today I'm doing the Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games braid that she wears that her mother did for her the first time, and Cinna the stylist pick up and they do it for her. So I think this is a good time to do it because a lot of people want to see the premiere, and what do you do at premieres? You dress up like your favorite characters. So even though I've only seen the hairstyle from trailers, I'm pretty sure that I understand the concept enough. So I hope you enjoy it, and here is the tutorial. Okay, so first thing you want to do is we're going to leave some of our bangs out for her like messiness that she does. So not too many, but let's see. Do I want you? No, this one's going to go into the braid. I'm going to leave these ones out. If you have all your bangs only on one side of your head, that's okay, but when you finish this, just take like half of those bangs and put them on the opposite side. It'll be fine. So I'm just twirling them up right now so that I can just plop them up here so they're not in the way. Take a bobby pin. That's going to get annoying, so I'm going to pin it down again. You don't have to do that any certain way because the only thing I'm doing is putting them to the side so I don't forget that I don't want them in the braid. So next thing you want to do is pull all your hair back, and you want to decide what side of your head you want to start the braid and what side you want the braid to end at because it goes across her head. So I'm going to start the braid on the left side of my head. Just going to brush it all out, make sure there's no knots. Okay. So, what you're going to do is grab this part of your hair about yay high, split your fingers like this, and that's where you kind of want how thick you want the braid to be. And then you want to start it, grab all the hair this much in width and as far back as like the point of your ear. Because if you were to grab that thick of hair, let's say, but you only did it to like this part, your braid's going to start up here. But her braid doesn't start right up top. It kind of starts more towards the back. So that's why you do that. And I'm going to try to explain this a little bit before, because once I start braiding my hair, my head gets all fuzzy and I stop like thinking and making any sense. Basically what we're doing is we're going to take our braid and we're going to start it here. It's going to work around the head all the way to the back. And then once it gets to the back of our head over here, we're going to grab all of the hair and just finish the braid. Obviously she has this braid when she is being picked. When Prim got picked and she volunteered and her hair is really crisp and tight because her mother just did it. And then there's other pictures where she has the braid obviously in the Hunger Games and it's really messy because she's been sweating and not paying attention to her hair for days. So you can do it really tight or you can do it really messy. It's really just going to be your own preference. And I think that's about it. So I'm going to start the tutorial. So, sure you can see everything. We're going to first start by just doing a normal braid with pieces of hair that we grabbed. And guys, don't get frustrated when you do this the first time and it doesn't work out perfectly for you, because I had to do this a couple times before I could get it to flow, and your arms are going to hurt. So now that you know those things, get ready to do the braid. So, normal braid, 1, 2, 3. Once you've done 3, you're going to take this over and you're going to grab the hair that's down here and add it into the braid. So just a normal French braid. Okay. Make sure each time you're lapping over the braid, you're pulling it tight. And then you're going to start grabbing your hair from up top and into the braid. It's going to take practice, so don't get frustrated, because you definitely have to really know what you're doing so you don't have to look in a mirror and think about it. Just need to go with it. And the other really important part when you're doing this is wherever you hold your braid is the direction that the braid is going to go. So that's why you really have to make sure that your braid is tight, because if you start putting it in, like trying to get it to go down the head, but you do it loose, it's not really going to listen to you very well. It's just going to do what it wants. So there you go. Add hair into the braid, pulling it tight. And we're going down to the base of our head, not all the way down. It's a little bit higher than like all the way down here, you know what I mean? So, keep on braiding on. Pulling it tight. Adding the hair into it. I don't know if this just went over. Okay. So I'm starting to pull it over this way. Make sure it's going around my head and not just traveling down. I'm going to turn around now. Go this way for you guys. We're almost at the end now. Okay. Then you're going to want to just grab the rest of this hair, nice and tight. Pull it into the braid. And then just finish the braid. Now I always want to just go back to my normal hands for this, and this is where I always get tricked up. So make sure to keep them all separate pieces. Okay, so that side just went over, so this side's got to go over now. Okay, got the flow back. And then I would say do this tight because you'd rather do a tight braid to start and have it get looser as you go on through the night than to have a loose braid and then it gets looser and it just all falls out. I'm going to take a bobby pin, or not a bobby pin, sorry, little rubber band. You can take a normal hair tie if you want. I just prefer using little rubber bands so that it kind of blends more. So that's the braid all the way around the head, down the base, and back on this side. So I'm not trying to be immodest, but the black with that kind of looks hard to see. So there you go, all the way down braided. So if this happened to me like the first time, if things kind of get loose or fall out, you can just take bobby pins and insert them. If you can see like against my wall, I guess. I have a lot of layers that like to come out. I personally am not going to bother with it because I know when she's like in the games, her hair's already falling out. But that's, again, another personal preference. So this next part for the bangs, you can either curl your hair like she has at the beginning of the movie. Her hair is like more of a wave. But I like the picture where she's in the games and it's like kind of crimpy. So I wasn't smart and I didn't grab any water before I came in here. I want you to just take some water and put a little water on all your hair to make it like damp. So I'm going to go do that real fast. Okay, so my hair's wet. I'm going to take a little bit of mousse. I'm going to mousse the hair. Mooshy, mooshy, mooshy. This is Studio Line Mega Hold by L'Oreal Paris, if you're curious. Any mousse will work, I'm sure, though. And then I'm going to figure out how much hair I want on both sides. And then I'm going to just do little braid. Well, maybe for this side I'm just going to like twist it up a little bit because it's kind of really small to braid. So we're just going to kind of twirl it. Put it up here. like it's kind of like a pin curl, I guess you could say. This side though, I have more hair, so I'm going to actually braid it. Not super tight, because I don't want really noticeably crimped hair. So just like a little light braid. And then take another little rubber band and tie off the bottom. And depending on if you want to, you know, do your makeup all up like Katniss and stuff, you can, you know, let it dry this way. You can just do it earlier in the day, or you can just, if you're in a rush and you're about to like rush to the movie, this is the last thing you're doing, you can take a blow dryer and nuke it. I'm just going to let it air dry and maybe nuke it with the blow dryer for a second. And then I will come back and I will show you the finished look. Okay, so we're going to take these out now. All I did was I used my blow dryer to switch it between hot and then the cool setting, which kind of like is a setter. It holds your style. Untwist. Okay. Push that out a little bit. You can see how it's not like super tight curls, but it has kind of a wave. So, there you go, guys. That's my completed Katniss Everdeen Hunger Games braided look. I got my dark jacket on and black attire. All I need is a bow and arrow and an orange backpack, and I'm good to go to the premiere. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you guys try it out. If you do, take pictures and send it to me, and I will see you guys with a new tutorial soon, okay?